healthier, but believe that you don't have the time to make that happen? I'm Hannah Mason, and in this video, we're going to be exploring how to make the time to have the time. So I have a friend who recently started experiencing chest pain and weakness and fatigue, and went to see his doctor, who then referred him, believe it or not, to a cardiologist. And I'm pretty young here, so it was like a little bit freaky for me. And then he found out that he had to go into the hospital for a major surgery. What surgery, you might ask? Not a bypass surgery, not a double bypass surgery, but a triple bypass surgery. This guy was on the verge of having a heart attack. And that totally freaked me out. But the biggest thing that was hard for me to watch was his process of having to deal with doctor appointment after doctor appointment after doctor appointment, not to mention the time he was in the hospital, all the time he's had to deal with rehab, the time he spent in bed for weeks, feeling incredibly weak after the surgery, because it's a really tough surgery on the body, and the loss of not just vitality and energy, but also productivity to his business. His business took about a year loss of the kind of productivity he had had before, and he's working really hard to get back up to that. And for a long time, he couldn't pick things up, he couldn't engage with his body because he had to keep the chest of his body not like, couldn't pull any of the scars. And so it was really, really difficult for his family. And I have been noticing how much all of this has taken so much time, not just his time, but the rest of his family's time, a lot of time and money and resources, and lost productivity. So even though it seemed like he didn't have time to take care of his health because he was busy doing other things, he actually didn't have time not to take care of his health. And he invested small amounts of time in increments over the course of his life. It would have saved him that whole lost year of productivity, not to mention the fear and the danger involved in such a massive surgery. So the question is for you, if you feel like you don't have the time to eat healthy, are there other underlying beliefs that are really getting in your way? So, for example, you might believe that eating healthy takes a huge amount of time. And if you believe that, and that huge amount of time feels like a huge burden, well, guess what? You're not going to do it. Or if you believe that eating healthy is like super hard, so that also feels like a big burden, and you're just not going to do it. Or if you feel like eating healthy is just so incredibly complex that it's going to take a huge amount of your mental desktop. So guess what? More burden, not going to do it. And if you believe all of these things, so they're just stacking. The question is, can you either make the time in your schedule to learning and to investing in healthy eating, or can you eat things that are really healthy that take almost no time at all? So for example, something a lot of people like to do is make smoothies. You could buy greens that are already pre-washed, throw them in a blender with bananas and frozen fruit, and just press the zhuzh button, and that can be your breakfast. That takes about 5 minutes of time. There aren't many breakfasts that you can make in such a short period of time. It's actually easier to do that than to make eggs. And there's less cleaning, especially if you get one of those bullet blenders that are really inexpensive, and the container that you make the blender in is actually the container that then you use to drink from. So that really makes cleaning super easy. And you could buy veggie sticks that they sell in the supermarket already pre-washed, or you could just quickly wash some vegetables and make some quick veggie sticks. And hummus, I keep bringing this up because hummus is such a great food, because it's a bean, and it's a bean that's very hearty. You've got your starches and your proteins and tons of vitamins and minerals, and it'll also give you the second meal effect. So beans are really amazing because they actually lower your blood sugar. So they're full of complex sugars, but they keep your blood sugar down. But they don't just do that for this meal that you're eating right now. Beans will actually temper the blood sugar effects of the next meal you have. And like whether that's dinner towards breakfast or lunch towards dinner, it's just like an amazing thing. So you can buy hummus or you can make it yourself. I'm going to be teaching a recipe of how to make that happen. And then you can just buy veggie sticks and have that for lunch. Or you have it with like rice cakes, have something really simple, like a whole nut butter that doesn't have like oils and margarine and all this crap added to it. Just a simple nut butter with some like slices of banana, put that between, 2 slices of whole grain bread, and boom, you've got a meal, right? Like you could do things in a really, really simple way. You could get yourself one of those like Instapot pressure cooker things and throw some beans and some cut up root vegetables and some curry spices, and boom, there you got a whole meal very, very fast. So you have the time to eat healthy. The question is, do you have beliefs under this belief about time that makes cooking seem so big and so daunting and so intimidating that you don't even want to look at it? Or is it that you actually crave lots and lots of junk food, which a lot of people do, and you're just using time as an excuse? And you have to be really honest with yourself about what's real. Are you using time as an excuse? And if you are, is there anything you can do to increase your acknowledgement of the fact that this is going to cause you so much loss of time and so much pain in the future? And can you up the pleasure that you experience right now and the pleasure that you perceive in the future about eating really healthy stuff? So this whole pain pleasure thing around healthy living is something I'm going to be digging into in a future video. But for now, I want to send you to my website so you can take the health quiz, because I know for certain that if you take that quiz, you're going to have so much more awareness of what are the things that are blocking you from experiencing the vitality that you want in your life. So go to hanamason.com/health quiz, and there you'll be able to take the quiz. You'll see a link for it below. You'll be able to take that quiz and identify all of the beliefs that are hiding under the surface and that are getting in your way. And what else you'll be able to find on my website are all sorts of incredible resources. You can sign up for a discovery call with me so we can figure out what are the best ways that you can achieve more incredible vitality in your life. You could also sign up for coaching, for group coaching. You can sign up for my membership program where I'm going to be offering you tons and tons of incredible content and offers and videos and group support, and you'll have the support of the people in the group who are going to give you amazing high fives every time you do something incredible. And you can learn all about that on my website, hanamason.com. Take the health quiz, hanamason.com/health quiz. In the meantime, wishing you so many beautiful joys.
Want to find out what's blocking your vitality? Quickly take the quiz at hanamason.com/health quiz.